Hello my friends, and welcome to Tastes from the Road, the show where I cook my favorite dishes from my travels around the world. Today we're looking at Kacamak, a wholesome village dish from the country of the Black Mountains, Montenegro. While Montenegrin culture is complicated, this dish really isn't. So, let's get into it. Kacamak is built around the Balkan staple items. To make this dish, we start with our basic ingredients. 1. Corn flour, 2. Potatoes, 3. White cheese, and 4. Butter. That's it. Simple and to the point. Rich and carb loaded to help you store those calories for hard work in the mountains. Probably not the best dish for summer parties in the Bay of Kotor, but it'll do for us today. To start, we need to boil some potatoes. Take whole potatoes, could be russets, could be golden, doesn't really matter, and peel them. Next, we need to chop up the potatoes into workable pieces, so they boil quicker. Done. Next up, we head over to the pot, where we need to get some salted water ripping hot. You need to use the right amount of water and the right amount of salt at this stage, because this actually will become the dish as well. There will be no straining, so be careful. We send our potatoes into their watery hot tub and cook until tender, probably 15 minutes. Once our potatoes are fork tender, it's time to Kacamak. You're going to want to start adding your corn flour in bit by bit. You can also stir while you add it to make sure that you don't get any clumps like I did at the start. Apparently, Kacamak comes from a Turkish word that means escapade. Could this be a Balkan kitchen escapade? Or a dish so thick that you'll simply want to go on a long adventure after to burn that sort of belly up feeling? Who knows? Once you've incorporated your corn flour, you need to start mashing the potatoes and getting everything into a homogeneous mass. The corn flour should bind to the potatoes, creating a lighter type of polenta. This dish is eaten all over the Balkans, from Ukraine to Turkey, and may have helped some empires like the Ottomans and Russians keep fighting for centuries. Kacamak is also centered around the wooden spoon, or tool you use to mash and stir everything, called a turchak. It's said in cold days in the mountains in Montenegro, you can hear the sound of the turchak ringing through the valleys. After 10 minutes or so, or until the mash is thickened, it's time to plate this up. In a small pan, you need to melt some salted butter. A nice addition to this could be making some brown butter, so you cook your butter for like an extra 4 to 5 minutes to kind of get some nice nutty flavor. But you don't necessarily need to do this. Head over to the plate and get ready to make this thing shine. Literally. Glob down a few spoons of the Kacamak, top it up with a generous amount of butter, and then finish it with some nice crumbles of a fresh goat or sheep's cheese. I used feta, but anything crumbly will do. The cheese should be salty as well, because this dish is pretty starchy, so you definitely need that salt. In some countries, they top it up with fried pig cracklings. And, well, that sounds pretty damn good to me. Kacamak from Montenegro. Honestly, it doesn't look like a lot, but I have a feeling it's going to be pretty satisfying if most people in Montenegro would classify this as one of their favorite dishes ever. Let's give it a shot. It's got a nice consistency here. All right, Ghibli. That's actually a really nice dish. It's lighter than you would expect. It's not as gummy as it seems because of the potatoes. I thought it was going to be like overly glutenized, but it's actually really nice. And the butter and cheese topping, I think, gives it a little bit of life to an otherwise pretty homey dish. Well done, Montenegro.